Good morning, everyone. It's Gal. Playing some more Final Fantasy IV Ultima. It's a RomHack of Final Fantasy IV with additional features and challenges. Last time we finished off the Dark Elf. This time, let's go ahead and confront So, you have the Crystal Cecil. Our first real confrontation with Golbez. Go outside and board your airship. I'll take you to where Rose is. Please use the treasure in the basement. I ended last time saying I was going to do this, but I didn't have their permission. I wasn't sure if it was going to force me to do the quest right away. Apparently we do now. That's significantly reduced from what I'm used to. Let's make sure there's nothing special. No hidden paths. That's extremely disappointing. I mean, it's still good items, don't get me wrong, but it's extremely disappointing. Okay. So now we get to do some fun preparations. First of all, I'm going to run to the inn quick. That's the item shop, not the inn. I never got a full heal after last time, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this. That should get rid of Piggy on Cecil, and it'll fill everybody's HP MP up. Perfect. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember how this next section plays out. I believe this is where we lose Tella. But I think I'm okay with where we're at for his stuff as well. Like, that's all buyable stuff, right? Okay. Extra storage. Give. I need to just take a quick step away. Okay, so we've got an extra power staff. That's one of the things that he can equip. Arctic Wind. Ice Blast is a level 3, I think? What do these even do? There's a couple of these I'm not familiar with. Looks valuable. That's not helpful. Might just be sellable. All of these are high damage, so I think I'm probably just going to store them for now. We don't want to store them too long, but I think we could store them for the next dungeon pretty much, and then we'll take them out if there's a spot that I know I'm going to be dealing with certain types of magic. Gaia Hammer could be good against the sisters. Let's get our silver gear back out. Sorry, part of the reason I'm trying to think through this is because So we're going to lose Tella, we're going to get Rosa and Kane into the party at the end of this, and then have an immediate boss fight. So I want to make sure I have equipment for everybody. So I'm kind of trying to over-plan a little bit, probably. Really what I would probably want to do is just unequip Tello when we get closer to that point. So let's go do the Maga Sisters, unequip Tella, continue on from there. I think that seems like a reasonable plan. Ironically, the cutscene doesn't trigger until you get in the airship, and we parked the airship like way down here. Where's the Earth Crystal? Here, where's Rosa? Follow our ship. Okay, onward to Zod. Kane, where are you? No need to rush. Lord Golbez wants to thank you personally. Golbez? You are a man of your word, Cecil. Patience. First come find your reward. I'm at the top of this tower with Rosa. Bring the crystal, and I'll return the woman. Best be quick, though. I can't guarantee her life. This is a different pattern than it used to be. They redesigned the maze in this dungeon, and I hate it a little. But it's also really awesome that they did it. Oh, I should, like, turn encounters on. Okay, gremlins and ice lizards. Let's get our scans down. Weak against fire? Everything here weak against fire? I don't remember. Might be. Unfortunately, everything here is weak against fire, and we have no reliable source of fire damage. I mean, I suppose outside of do we have fire arrows? Do we not have fire arrows? Oh my god. I forgot he could do that. That's a problem. Well, we got the scans down. That fight was going poorly. Thunder and holy. There's our fire arrows. They were in storage. They definitely made these enemies more annoying, if nothing else. Eliminating all of those guys before we deal with the back row guy. I figured he can call, but at least it should slow it down slightly. Did he seriously just use stop again immediately? These fights are going very, very poorly. I clearly need to start making some better... I don't know if it's because I'm under-leveled from not taking random encounters, or if it's just because I'm trying to get these scans squeezed in. I think this one should be okay now that I'm not, you know, actively trying to get those scans off. And I have my fire available. Mini is about the worst status for Yang, too. Yep. Flame dog. Let's just go ahead and be cheeky here with some healing. Gets us the flame sword. Where's it hiding? Strong for some dead. Can be thrown. Cecil, Kane, and Sid. Attack 75. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Slightly better than the piggy stick and its fire element. That's slightly disconcerting that they gave an extra save point. So now our entire party is decked out with fire. I am much less worried about these particular guys, and honestly, outside of them wrecking Tella right now, I am feeling like this would even be a good spot to get a little bit in the way of XP. Just if we need it. Because it feels like we might need some. Also, we're running out of potions. So I may need to... I may need to turn encounters off at some point here. The original, there were 3 rooms up here with treasure chests. Looks like those are gone. Cecil will also be running out of arrows in a bit here. If we can get to kind of the halfway point, that's the goal. Hopefully we'll be able to stop using fire arrows at some point, at least. I know once we get to the Mega Sisters, the Yoichi arrows we've got are good against mages. And I know that once we get Kane and Rosa, we're going to be switching Cecil or Rosa over to the bow. I hate everything. Turnabout's fair play, right? Using the Gaia Hammer as an item is Quake. It's a low power Quake because it's being cast by Sid, but it's still Quake. They literally added a whole nother floor. Oh, okay. Jerks. One step. We took one step. Might as well use these consumables, like, while they're useful. These are the mid-power ones, so, like, when we get further in the game, they're going to stop being as useful. Straight up. Switch the Kaiser Knuckle out for the Cat Claw. We could switch the Fire Claw out for the Kaiser Claw if we need to. I suppose I could... I think Fire is going to be more useful in this area based on what we're seeing. There's our Flame Shield. Well, they're not weak against fire, but it worked, so we'll take it. I think we're at that point. Let's go ahead and turn encounters off. I think there's still another trap chest, and we've still got the mini-boss, so it's not like we're out of the woods completely. But I feel like this is a lot more reasonable than what we've been wading through. We've had a very high encounter rate. Okay, so we're going Piggy Stick, Yuichi, Cat Claw, Kaiser Claw, doesn't matter. Mega Sisters. Glad you could make it. We're the minions of Valvalis of Wind. I'm Sandy. I'm Cindy. Call me Mindy. We're the Mega Sisters. Sorry, but your quest ends here. Haste our Delta attack and say farewell. Let's get our scans out of the way. $6,200, which means she should also have 6,200, 6,500, and in the middle, $10,000. So the middle sister Cindy does physical attacks and has the most hit points. The main reason that we need to focus her down first is because she has the ability to cure the others. Whoops. Bacchus? That should work. Ugh. Those hit really hard. But Cecil should be hitting pretty hard himself. Guess let's just zerk up and go. So with Mindy out of the way, the damage is a lot lower. However, Cindy has the ability to resurrect the other two, which is where the problem comes in. So we want to try and take Cindy out. Never mind. I was going to say before she recovers Mindy. I mean, at this point, we're probably taking Sandy out next. We have no control over where Cecil and Yang are attacking, which is slightly problematic. Let's go ahead and continue casting, or using the Gaia Hammer with Sid. Perfect timing on that mid potion on Sid. Was not expecting to survive that. Crit on Mindy. Okay. Mindy's probably going to go down again next. Which means we're just going to save ourselves a little bit of trouble. Sure. Let's use a Grimoire. The big trick here is because Cindy has always has Reflect Up, or most of the time has Reflect Up, you end up with this inability to use Tella's magic effectively for this fight. And that would normally be scary, but because we're already berserked, no problem. Whew. That was harder than normal, but not too bad, honestly. I can dig it. Okay. So, strip Tella. Actually, let's just make sure we're equipping him with... We'll still leave him equipped with some stuff. We're just not going to equip him with stuff that we don't have duplicates of. Okay. And I think, even though it's going to lead into a kind of long scene, I think we continue here. I want to finish this scene up, so let's do it. Golbez! Where's Rosa? The crystal first. If you've laid a finger on her, all bets are off. You should think higher of me than that. Now, the crystal. Fine. Get back Rosa. Rosa? Whoever you are talking about. You cheated us, dirty scum. It's time for your comeuppance. You and I have no business, old man. You have no idea how wrong you are. This is for Anna. The early Final Fantasy games have a few scenes like this. This is definitely a really awesome one. You just get to see Tella cut loose with all of his spells. And we get to see the damage cap there. I don't remember if I brought it up since the first episode, but the damage cap in this game, or in this hack of this game, is 15,000, not 10,000. Medio, but how? No matter, the crystal is in my possession. Come, Kane. So, Medio broke my hold over you. So be it. You no longer serve a purpose. We shall settle the scores later, Cecil. Zot. Why not finish me off? You? You are. I shall see you again. Yeah, Medio must have weakened him, but Tella. I failed. Brought this upon myself, as I lost myself in hatred. Avenge Anna for me, please. Open your eyes, you old fuss. Rest in peace with your daughter. Golbez will pay. Okay. Wait, Kena is no longer under Golbez's control. Cecil, what have I done? It's not your fault. You were hypnotized, but I remember all of it. I wanted Rosa to... Where's Rosa? Upstairs, there's no time. It gave us a save point. I knew you'd come. Your absence taught me that I... Save the cuddles for when we're not in peril. Kane? He's free of Golbez's control. I was under control, but I also had a real desire for you, Rosa. Kain. Let's fight together, Kain. Forgive me, Rosa, Cecil. I am a third wheel, and therefore will be emo. We need your powers as a Dragoon. Okay. So. First thing we're doing. Unequipping Cecil's bow. And equipping it on Rosa. That's where all the fire arrows went. Noted. We'll just leave her with fire arrows, sure. Mage hat, Gaia gear, silver armband. Headband, karate gi. I guess ruby ring. No silver shield, I assume. Got us another silver shield, awesome. $89, $26, $50, $88. Oh, that's why there's not a silver shield available. Well, I guess it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna switch rows. And we're gonna give him the chain flail. And then we've got piggy stick and flame sword here. And God, I hope this isn't as bad as it can be. Mostly because we are very low on items right now. Actually... Gaia Gear makes you immune to petrification, which Vavalis uses. Okay. Storage, let's get rid of this. What am I looking for? Sirens. Silver Seed. Take? Is there anything here that would be helpful? I think the answer is unfortunately no. Rosa can use the gold pin, which is probably better. Seems Lord Golbez underestimated your powers. Being Vavalis of Wind, quit hiding. Kain, you double-crosser. I did nothing but come to my senses. I should have gotten rid of you earlier. But how will you fare now that the old man and his meteor are no more? You're not the only one who can fight in the air, Vavalis. Okay. So this is a really obnoxious boss. It is less obnoxious in its natural location than in most places. But the tornado spell is by far one of the most frustrating things in the game. Tornadoes reduces you to a single-digit hit point. So in this case, just bringing Cecil and Sid down to single digits in one shot. We're getting Petrify on everybody but the person we want. Kain misses but breaks her tornado spin, which makes her vulnerable. As annoying as this is... Oh, hey, we can do Protect. Forgot about that. We actually need to get our scan off quick. $14,000. This is going to be a long fight. So while she's in her tornado form, first of all, she casts Tornado, which is obviously the most obnoxious part. However, she also has higher defense, and her magic agility is high enough that she literally just ignores most attacks. Specifically magic attacks. So the big trick I've generally found with this, which doesn't work as well in this particular case, let's toss a Silk Web and a... What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something and I forgot. Oh, that's right. Let's go ahead and just get the jump started now. So Silk Web decreases her speed significantly. The next thing I want to do is have Cecil use a decoy. Decoy will prevent him from taking physical attacks, even if he's taken Tornado. And if I can get him healed up enough, he should stand in front, or he should start standing in front of the other party members using cover, and with his decoy up, we should be good. So we shouldn't need to heal, is basically what I'm saying. We can just heal Cecil. Theoretically, we don't even have to heal Cecil if he's... if he's still has decoy up, we just need to keep him healed enough that he can... Okay, Yang is no longer... or is now fully petrified. There we go. Force of habit on that. Makes the animation go faster, and you don't have the obnoxious sound if you pause and hold R and L. That was tough, but it was very doable still. Perish along with this tower. It's collapsing! And Rosa casts and learns Exit. One of the fun things from the randomizer is that Rosa does not actually learn the Exit spell by level progression. She only learns it when you complete the Tower of Zot. Your room and Baron reckon it's safe since the fake king's gone. Cecil, I have something to tell you. It's about the crystals. I know the Earth Crystal is in Golbez's hands. He has them all. Not quite. What do you mean? The legend's true? Yes, I speak of the Dark Crystals. See, the ones of the surface can be called the Light Crystal, and there exists an antithesis, the Dark Crystals. Correct. Therefore, Golbez only has half of them. We verified their existence, buried deep within the Earth. You don't mean... Yes. The Dark Crystals reside in the underworld. How will we get there? Dig a hole? That I don't know. But he gathers But if he gathers the two sets to open a way to the moon, your guess is as good as mine. The stone is the key. Please take it. You get the magma key. Use this at the altar to open the path to the underworld. It has to be somewhere in the overworld. Let's hop to it. The Enterprise can fly around the world in 80 seconds. But it was left at the Tower of Zod. Don't doubt my ingenuity, boy. She's outside Baron thanks to my remote controls. Well, wonders never cease. You betcha. Let's head out first thing to look for the entrance to the underworld. Why didn't Golbez just finish me off? Cecil? Nothing. Let's rest. Okay. So that takes us to a good stopping spot. Probably past a good stopping spot at this point. A little bit long video, but I'm okay with that. It was a good one, and I wanted to get through all of Zot. So, we're gonna go ahead and wrap here. We'll pick back up here next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.